Sorry, Rosetta, I missed the final train today again.
What? Again? Augusto, this is the third time this week. Are you alright?
It can't be helped. We had a drinking party with everyone in the department today, and yesterday we had one for the new employees.
I guess drinking parties can't be helped, but I don't think drinking so much as to miss the final train is good for your body.
Tomorrow's a day off, so who cares?
Tomorrow we have a meeting to decide the details of our wedding ceremony, right?
Oh, that's right. Fine, I'll meet you at the wedding venue tomorrow. A colleague said he's going to let me stay with him tonight.
Really? It's fine if you have a place to stay, but don't be late tomorrow, okay?
Yep. I'll go to bed because I'm tired already. Good night.
Hi, Rosetta. This is Vale, an old friend of Augusto's.
What? Oh, hi. Long time no see, Vale.
We haven't met since you came to Augusto's house to greet his parents for the wedding, right?
Oh, but how did you get my contact information? Did we exchange it when we met?
We didn't, but I did a bit of looking on Augusto's phone and got it from him.
I see. So, is there something you wanted to tell me?
Check the mailbox at your apartment right now.
What?
Something very interesting should be in it.
Something interesting?
It's not something dangerous, like an explosive or poison, so don't worry.
You saying it like that makes me worried.
Just hurry up and check your mailbox.
Understood. Hold on. What is this?
So you saw it.
You're the one who told me to check my mailbox. Why are there marriage papers with the name of you and Augusto written on it? Augusto is my fiancé.
Oh, those aren't real marriage papers. They're just copies. It wouldn't do if you ripped them apart, after all.
I can see that it's a copy. If you went so far as to send me a copy, then I guess that there's a real one and you're not just joking?
Of course. You see, it was my dream since I was a child to become Augusto's wife. Which is why, whenever Augusto got a new girlfriend, I would do whatever I could to ruin their relationship. But ever since Augusto became an adult and started living on his own, keeping an eye on him has gotten difficult. I almost let him marry you, a woman that came out of nowhere.
That doesn't explain why you can just write marriage papers like this.
Oh, don't worry. I already made a valid reason.
What? You made one?
Augusto told you that he would be sleeping at a colleague's house yesterday, right? You see, he actually slept at my house.
Huh?
When I found out that he was going to marry you, I panicked and thought that I had to ruin the marriage. I quit my old job and got a new job at Augusto's office 3 months ago.
It was 4 months ago that I went to his parents' house and saw you, right?
Yep, that's right. I was so lucky that his company was looking to hire, though. Not only that, but the type of work is the same also, so everything went smoothly. I rented an apartment near the office and gradually set my plan into motion, getting close to Augusto as his colleague. And last night, I was finally able to bring him into my room. After that, we spent a wonderful night together. He was next to me when I woke up this morning.
So you're talking about what happened after the drinking party at the office, right? So you brought Augusto, who was drunk, into your room?
Well, I guess he was drunk, but...
When did you write the marriage papers?
Last night. I made him sign it in the heat of things.
In the heat of things?
You know, after we finished round 1 and he was anxious to get on with round 2. The writing is a bit messy because of that, but nothing's wrong and it's legible, so... After that, I spent the whole night being aggressively made love to by Augusto. He even told me, "You're amazing, Vale. I love you." This is proof that he wants to marry me more than you, right? Now all we have to do is turn in those papers.
All right. I can't just believe what you say, so I'll ask Augusto about it as well.
Fine, be my guest. Oh, that reminds me. As proof of our love, I also sent you an audio recording of Augusto saying, "I love you" to me, and pictures of us together.
Augusto?
Oh, hey, Rosetta. I was just going to text you about the meeting for the wedding ceremony. I'm going to be a bit late, so you can go ahead and start with the planner without me.
Is it true that you wrote marriage papers with Vale? Apparently the colleague whose house you were going to sleep in yesterday was Vale. No?
What do you know about that?
I see. I take your reply as meaning that it's true.
What? Were you spying on me or something?
Not really. Let's just say that the information was leaked to me and I decided to ask you about it directly.
What?
In your case, it's easier to just ask you directly than to spy on you. It looks like that was the case this time as well.
I didn't know you and Valley had exchanged contact information. Oh, I get it. Do you have an acquaintance at my office or something? Speaking of which, my company hires people from the university you went to every year, right? Damn it. To think that it would have been leaked from somewhere I never would have expected.
You've got who leaked the information to me wrong, but the biggest problem right now is, why did you write marriage papers with this valet of yours? I thought I was your fiancé.
Come on, don't take this so seriously. She's an old friend and we were just messing around. Yeah, I slept over at Valley's house yesterday, but that's it, I swear. The marriage papers are just a joke. I have them right now, but we're not actually going to turn them in, so...
You're terrible at making excuses.
Come on, don't tell me you don't believe me. It was just a joke between friends, you know? There's no hidden meaning to it, so no need to get angry.
Either way, I'm not in the mood right now to have a meeting for our wedding ceremony, so I'm going to tell the planner to cancel it.
Yeah, sure. You don't seem quite calm right now, so I guess it can't be helped. I'll wait until you calm down. Bye.
I just turned in the marriage papers. Sorry, ex-fiancé.
What? You already turned them in?
Things like this should be taken care of as soon as possible, right? We thought you'd give up when we turned them in too, so... Huh.
I mean, I lost all the love I had for Augusto when I saw those disgusting pictures you sent me.
Looks like those pictures of us making love are effective, huh? Well, that's the situation. So would you please leave the house you're currently living in?
What, you mean this apartment?
Yes. I know that you crawled into Augusto's apartment after you two got engaged. I'm his wife now starting from today, so that house is me and Augusto's property now. So hurry up and leave, will you? By today!
Sorry for interrupting you while you seem to be having so much fun, but I bought this room with a loan. Augusto didn't pay a single cent for it.
What?
It was before we got engaged that I bought it, by the way, so too bad for you, I guess.
What? You're lying, right? That apartment isn't a high-rise condo, but an apartment at a place like that is sure to cost a lot, even if it was already used.
It was new when I bought it.
No way. But it must have cost around $50,000 when you bought it, right?
I'm impressed at your knowledge because it's just as you say.
Just what exactly do you do for a living?
Oh, you didn't get Augusto to tell you that?
Just tell me.
You know W Corporations, right?
Oh yeah, of course. It's our company's most important business partner.
I'm the CEO of W Corporations.
Huh? Huh? Are you kidding me?
I started my own business 7 years ago, and thanks to the help of a lot of people, it's now grown to its current size. Well, my marriage is a private affair, so don't worry. I'm not going to do anything that will affect our companies.
Well, I guess it would be bad for us if you used your position as the CEO of W Corporations, but it's not as easy as that, isn't it?
Hey, Rosetta? Have you calmed down yet? What are we going to do about the meeting you canceled? We need to schedule another meeting soon, or it's going to be inconvenient for us later.
Oh, so Vale didn't tell you anything yet?
Huh? You're still talking about those marriage papers? I told you, it was just a joke made between old friends. I'll get them back from Valley and get rid of them in front of you if you want.
I told your parents that Augusto was going to marry another woman.
What?
Oh, you're not going to marry another woman, but you already did get married, right?
Huh?
You see, the person who told me about the marriage papers was Vale herself.
She's the one who told you?
Yep. She was kind enough to send me a copy, alongside with pictures of you two in bed and an audio recording of you saying you loved her. I used that as proof of your adultery and sent it to your parents' house. I'm sure they'll see it as a valid enough reason for me not wanting to get married anymore.
Seriously?
I'll send your stuff that's in my house to your parents' house as well.
Hold on. What are you trying to say?
Ask Vale about the details, not me.
Wait, so those marriage papers were...
Ask Vale. I can't be bothered anymore to explain it to you.
Rosetta!
Don't come to this house anymore, and don't show yourself to me ever again. Soon after that, Augusto found out that Vale had turned in the marriage papers to the city hall and fell to his knees, not knowing what to say. But it was just a joke, he shouted eventually. I seriously had no idea what he was trying to do, so I just canceled the marriage and made him pay an alimony without hesitation. Like I said to Vale, I didn't let this incident affect the business of our companies, but it looks like the impact of a marriage between the former fiancé of W Corporation's CEO and the woman who stole him from her was quite large, and both Augusto and Vale voluntarily resigned from their jobs. Eventually, the two started talking about divorce. Apparently, Augusto never actually wanted to get married to Vale, and his initial bewilderment gradually turned into resentment towards her. Vale, on the other hand, loved Augusto, and although Augusto didn't love her in return, she stubbornly refused to get divorced. But it was suddenly revealed that Vale was pregnant, and so their parents, who now ignored how the two of them met because they could now only think about their soon-to-be-born grandchild, also began to oppose the divorce. Thus Augusto, whose face had gone permanently pale, had nowhere left to run. Vale, on the other hand, was forced to acknowledge the fact that Augusto didn't love him. There's no need for me to say that this was an unhappy marriage.
Hello, I was recently scammed by your daughter with a fake wedding scam. She took a lot of my money from me, and I would like that money back as soon as possible. We can settle this whole matter out of court for $100,000. Does that sound reasonable?
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, but may I ask who I'm speaking to right now? I think you might have the wrong number.
This is Pamela Jones's phone number, isn't it? My name is Sam Richardson, and I was recently scammed by your daughter, Sarah. I'm very sorry to be reaching out to you so suddenly like this, but this is a very serious matter, and I would like to deal with it as soon as possible.
Excuse me, but I'm not quite sure that I'm following everything that you're saying to me right now. I think I'm just a little lost since this is the first time I'm hearing about all of this. So, are you saying that my little Sarah caused you all of this trouble?
Yes, that is what I just said in my last message, isn't it? She actually stole $300,000 from me with her little scam. I have half a mind to go to the police and file a report. Is that what you would like to happen? Do you want her to be arrested?
Now wait just a minute, please. Sam, are you really saying that previously you had serious intentions to marry my little Sarah? But that then she lied to you and stole $300,000 from you?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. I was so serious about our wedding, but then suddenly Sarah said that she didn't want to get married to me anymore. And then stole $300,000 from me and ran off.
Did my little angel really do that? I just can't believe what I'm reading right now. To think that my own sweet innocent little cutie could do such a thing?
I know, it must be a lot to take in right now. I can't imagine that any parent would ever want to believe that their child committed such a serious crime. But unfortunately, I'm telling you the truth right now, ma'am. Your daughter scammed me with a fake marriage proposal.
Did my sweet precious little innocent angel really do that? Do you have any proof that you and my Sarah ever really dated, Sam?
Of course I have proof. But as you know, Sarah doesn't really like to be in photos, so I don't have anything like that. However, I can show you the messages where we talked about our wedding plans.
I see. So that's how it is. If that's the case, could you please send me some of those screenshots?
Well, unfortunately, those messages are saved on another phone that I don't have with me at the moment, so I'm not able to show them to you right now.
Well, then I see no reason why I should believe you. When will you be able to show me your proof?
Don't worry, I'll send them soon, just you wait. By the way, I know right now you might not want to face the truth, but the fact of the matter is that your daughter is a criminal. Do you understand? And the fact is that I am the victim of that crime. So I am respectfully asking that you accept the situation for what it is and stop doubting me.
Is that what I should be doing? By the way, I'm curious about how you even got my phone number in the first place.
Well, your daughter gave it to me while we were dating, of course.
But you're saying that it's impossible for you to talk to Sarah now? And why would she give you my number in the first place?
Well, I asked her for it while we were dating. Does it really matter how I got your contact info? If you don't stop with all these little games, I really will go to the police.
Is that so? So you're being completely serious when you say that Sarah scammed you and stole your money in a wedding scam?
Yes, of course I'm being serious right now. Do you think I could even joke about something this serious?
I see. In that case, I'd like a little time before I give you my response.
How many times do I have to explain all of this to you? Your daughter stole my money with her little marriage scam. Now, not only am I out of all that money, but all I'm left with is a broken heart.
I understand what you're saying.
If you do, I'll know and go straight to the police.
Huh? Wait, why shouldn't my husband know about any of this? I was thinking of discussing this whole thing with him, actually.
I just don't need the story made into a bigger deal than it is. Do you understand me?
I see. Very well then, please just hold on a minute. I need to think some things over and then I'll message you again. Paul, I have a code red on my hands. I was just contacted by someone trying to pull a scam on me.
What? Are you serious? Are you sure about that?
And I'm sure he's lying to try and get money from us. After all, he's insisting that he was the victim of a marriage scam perpetrated by none other than Sarah.
Wait, what? This guy said Sarah scammed him with the wedding scam? Sarah?
Exactly. Can you believe our cute little darling could do something like that?
Hey, come on now, stop pulling my leg. You know I hate these kinds of jokes.
But I'm telling you what happened. This isn't a joke. Earlier today, I received a message from a guy called Samuel Richardson.
You did you? That's interesting because I have a guy named Samuel Richardson on my team.
Whoa, no way. So you know the guy who I'm talking to just now?
And just why the heck does that guy have your phone number anyways? There's really no reason he should have that kind of information.
Well, don't ask me. He never asked for my number from you or anything like that.
No, he's never done anything like that before. This is all so strange. Wait a sec. There was that one time that I went into the office and I accidentally left my phone unlocked on my desk while I went to the restroom. And I think while I was in the bathroom, you had texted me that you had just gotten back home.
Oh, I see. Yes, that must have been it. Are you good friends with this Sam guy?
To be honest, we don't really talk at all. I think he's kind of a weird guy, really. And I've heard a lot of bad rumors about him around the office.
No kidding. That's crazy. What kind of rumors?
Just that he frequents a lot of strip clubs and casinos and that kind of thing. I've heard he's racked up quite a huge gambling debt. And I've noticed money to be missing from my wallet a few times when we've gone out drinking.
You've had money missing from your wallet? As in you were just treating this guy to a few too many drinks while you were out?
No, it's not like that. I'm saying that I would go into the restaurant thinking I knew how much money I had in my wallet and would always leave with a lot less than I had calculated. I thought I might have just been really bad at math or something, but it kept happening.
Oh, I see what you're saying. With no proof that anyone took anything, it would be hard to make a clear call in that case. And it might get you in some trouble if you accused someone of stealing with no evidence. It would be hard to make anything stick in that case.
That's basically how I felt about the whole thing. And it's not like I can just go to a bar and ask to flip through their security cam footage or anything like that. But it would be really nice to have some kind of proof of what happened.
I know exactly what you mean, honey. Well, if the Sam guy really is as bad as you say and think, then it makes my text with him all the more weird. I guess it's possible that it could be someone with the same name who I was talking to. But either way, the person who I was talking to earlier was a scam artist trying to fleece me.
Hold on a sec. You just gave me a great idea.
What is it?
Hey, I think I've given you more than enough time to think things over. So, are you gonna hand over the money I asked for? If you don't want me to press charges, you'll have to pay me $100,000.
Right, about getting you your money. It's just that it's not an amount I can just transfer out of the account without someone noticing. So maybe I can just hand it off to you in person?
Well, yes, I guess doing it in person could work. So then you'll pay me the full amount?
Of course! I haven't been able to talk all this over with Sarah herself, but like you said, I don't want this thing getting any larger than it has to. So I think it would probably be in everyone's best interest if I just do what you say. And in exchange, I think I'd like to meet you and chat a bit in person if that's alright.
I see. Well, if that's how you want to do things, I see no problem with it. I'll send you a date and place soon. Be there and don't be late. Got it?
Yes, I completely understand. All I ask is that we meet in a well-lit public space. I'm just a bit worried since I'll be going alone to meet you and make the handoff.
I see. Don't worry about that. I'll think of a good cafe to meet. How does that sound?
Yes, I think that should work just fine. I'll wait for your next message of where and when to meet then.
Hey, I think I've given you more than enough time to think things over. So, are you gonna hand over the money I asked for? If you don't want me to press charges, you'll have to pay me $100,000.
Right, about getting you your money. It's just that it's not an amount I can just transfer out of the account without someone noticing. So maybe I can just hand it off to you in person?
Well, yes, I guess doing it in person could work. So then you'll pay me the full amount?
Of course! I haven't been able to talk all this over with Sarah herself, but like you said, I don't want this thing getting any larger than it has to. So I think it would probably be in everyone's best interest if I just do what you say. And in exchange, I think I'd like to meet you and chat a bit in person if that's alright.
I see. Well, if that's how you want to do things, I see no problem with it. I'll send you a date and place soon. Be there and don't be late. Got it?
Yes, I completely understand. All I ask is that we meet in a well-lit public space. I'm just a bit worried since I'll be going alone to meet you and make the handoff.
I see. Don't worry about that. I'll think of a good cafe to meet. How does that sound?
Yes, I think that should work just fine. I'll wait for your next message of where and when to meet then.
Hey, just what kind of stunt are you trying to pull with me right now? Why didn't you bring the money with you to the cafe? That's not what we agreed to. You get back here right now and give me the money.
Well, $100,000 isn't an amount you can just walk around in public with. And besides, now that we have met, I really don't feel like paying you a single cent of what you're asking for.
What? What are you saying right now? How long are you still gonna keep playing these silly little games? You get back here and give me that money, or else your daughter will go to prison. Is that what you want to happen?
You mean my 3-year-old daughter? I think you must be mistaken.
Wait, what are you saying? Is this another one of your games?
A game? Not at all. I mean just what I said. My daughter is only 3 years old, so I guess I am just a little confused as to how she could pull off such an impressive marriage scam.
Are you crazy or something? I went out with your daughter, Sarah Jones. You better stop playing stupid with me right now because I am not going to fall for it.
Right. About that Sarah Jones person you keep going on about? That young lady isn't my daughter. She happens to be the family pet.
The what? What are you even saying right now?
Do you think it might be possible that you overheard my husband talking with one of your mutual colleagues? And you misinterpreted Sarah as being our daughter? When, in reality, she's the Labrador Retriever that we keep at home? Well, it is true that she is just the cutest thing, I'll give you that.
But your husband said she was a beautiful girl.
Well, she is a very beautiful girl. Well, we do always keep her fur well groomed, and she does have some strong, nice features for a dog, but I guess pretty women get complimented no matter what, huh?
But, what?
Oh, ew, don't tell me you were engaged to marry our dog. And come to think of it, I've never met you when we've gone on walks together. But to think that my cute little Sarah would get engaged to marry a human? Well, I just thought that kind of thing wasn't allowed. And then to think that the little rascal ran away with $300,000 of your money? I think that's a bit much even for her.
No, there's been some kind of mistake. This isn't right. I'm telling you that I was dating your real daughter.
You mean my 3-year-old daughter? Because at least Sarah is 5 years old. So, in dog years, I guess she's the appropriate age, but...
But your husband is just so old. Surely your 3-year-old is just your youngest daughter, right?
No. My husband and I married with the age gap. You know the old joke, robbing the cradle. Although not nearly as bad as you, if you're gonna keep insisting you were engaged to our daughter. You didn't think I looked a bit young when we met?
Well, now that you mention it, I was pretty surprised at how young you were when you introduced yourself.
Well, that's a relief to hear at least.
So then the young woman in the photo your husband is always looking at is...
Ah, that must be that photo of me from years back that he loves so much. Well, I say younger, but I guess I'm still young relatively speaking. I guess it's only natural you made a mistake like that.
Wait, so then why did you even bother coming to meet me earlier? If you knew all along that your daughter was never engaged to me, why did you come all the way out here to meet me in person?
Oh, that. Well, that was to gather evidence, of course.
To gather what?
You heard me. I had a small camera inside one of the pockets of the bag that I brought with me to the cafe. And it was streaming everything it saw straight to a computer that my husband was watching from our home. And when I stood up from my seat, you reached your hand over to my bag. Well, I hid the camera because I wanted to see if you would take anything from my bag.
Are you being serious right now?
Oh, I'm being very serious. And now I have my proof. Because we have footage of you rummaging through my purse and taking the money straight from my wallet. It's all on video, Sam.
You're lying, I know you are. How? Why would you do this to me? What did I ever do to you to deserve this?
Why did I do it? Well, to catch a criminal red-handed, of course. and also to confirm that the criminal I was dealing with was really working for my husband.
Wait a minute, please. This has all been one huge misunderstanding. So, you tricked me. And even after I made you promise not to say anything to your husband.
Oh yeah, speaking of my husband, I think he's on his way to go and have a chat with you right now. So you might want to try and explain things to your coworkers now before everything blows up. Also, I thought you should know that I've been screenshotting all of our conversations and I'll be handing everything over to the police. So I think you'll probably also be arrested for attempted blackmail as well.
Just wait, please. This is all wrong. You've got me all wrong. None of this is really my fault. I was dating an escort who stole all of my money. And now I have nothing. I've had to take out so much in loans.
An escort girlfriend? Wow, that sounds like there's way too much there to even begin to unpack. But I don't really see how any of that has anything to do with you and me. Or are you saying that just because you got scammed by someone that it makes it okay to scam other people?
But this girl, she told me that if she would marry me, if I could come up with $300,000. Even though she won't quit her job and is still sleeping with a bunch of other guys.
I really don't care about whatever is going on in your messed up love life. And you really shouldn't say anything else that'll make you seem more pathetic than you already are coming off.
You don't get it. After all I've done for this girl, this is how she chooses to treat me? It's unforgivable.
Your girlfriend was only being so nice to you because it was her job to act that way. Don't you see that? You really seem to have some bad luck with these misunderstandings. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Anyways, have fun dealing with my husband and the rest of the office coming down on you for what you've done. You might never be able to recover from something like this, but I guess it's just what an idiot like you deserves. After that, my husband and some of his friends from work arrived at the cafe and were able to hand off Samuel to the cops without too much fuss. This whole incident ended up spreading all over the office until everybody knew. Sam was, of course, fired on the spot. Everything that happened to him was his own fault for making assumptions. And for the crime of trying to scam people out of their hard-earned money, he was shunned from society as is only proper.